Hello everyone, welcome back to a new type of video, a bit more serious, a bit more inquisitive. It's different. This video is a bit different to what we usually would do, as you can probably just scroll on our channel. It's mainly just goofing off and just fucking around in general, but this video is a bit more personal to us. It's a bit more about our religions, and it kind of, this video kind of, we're doing this to show that religion shouldn't act as a barrier. It never should. I mean, ultimately it exists to unite people, to create relationships, to enforce bonds, right? And this sort of segregation that people always feel, you might see on social media, you might be scrolling through comments and you might see someone leave a hateful Islamic comment, or maybe a hateful Christian comment, or maybe people are trying to pick out the little fallacies between the Quran and the Bible and the Bhagavad Gita, and you'll always see these discrepancies, right? But I think people are mainly missing the whole point of religion, and it's to give people hope, right? And if you're picking out the details and trying to take away that hope from them, I think that is the literal antithesis. That is the opposite of religion. And today, this video exists to sort of prove that. Later, I will be meeting up with an Islamic friend of mine. He's been Muslim. He was born into a Muslim family, and he's gonna be guiding me through a day in the life of someone going through Ramadan. Currently, you can see it is 11:35. That's p.m. Friday, 22 of March. So I can eat right now. I believe I can eat right now, and he told me that my fast will finish at. No, my fast will begin at 6 a.m. So that leaves me with 6 hours to eat, and it's a bit of a struggle already. And the thing is, Christians fast, right? We fast, but Ramadan's a bit more extreme. I mean, we do have that 40-day Lent fasting, but I've really never participated in it because I'm not that devout of a Christian, but I am Christian. I will admit that. Yeah, so I'm gonna head to the kitchen. I'm gonna make myself something simple because he told me not to go overload. So, alright guys, my family doesn't really buy halal meat because we're not Muslim. So I was just gonna go with some milk and cereal, something simple. And we have no milk. Maybe cereal with water. Alright guys, I really couldn't find anything too special. I mean, it's too late at night, but I think I'm just gonna eat this cheese toasty. As you can see, this freaking culinary masterpiece is about to go down my throat. Probably that, and maybe, I don't know, a banana or something. I'm not too sure. I think I'll just keep it simple for now. There was leftover pizza, but then again, I didn't know if it was halal because I'm trying to recreate the whole experience, you know, because Muslims have to, in Western countries especially, they really have to filter through what they eat. So tomorrow is probably going to be the biggest day to recreate this because tomorrow is my actual fast. So I'll actually feel the effects, the drowsiness, the nausea, or whatever else might come with it. And the thing is, I'm not really doing it, recreating this day in the like this Ramadan day in the life type thing, because fasting's like a difficult thing. It is a difficult thing, and especially in 30 days, that's definitely difficult. That's a huge sacrifice. So I guess the real purpose of this then is to sort of gain a deeper understanding of Islam beneath its surface level, beneath what it might be depicted through Hollywood, how it's depicted through social media, how it's depicted through legacy media. And this is also a good stepping stone for anyone who has, I guess, a vested curiosity in Islam, or maybe just people who want to get to know more about the religion. Maybe you're atheist, Christian, any type of non-Muslim. Alright, so I think I did got a little bit sidetracked because that's not what a toasty should. So yeah. Fuck. Alright guys, it is now midday, and you might be asking, why is it midday? Why haven't you recorded any of your morning? And that's because I finished work around 7:30 a.m. I had a night shift, started around like 2 a.m. And so I didn't sleep all night, And then I go home 8 a.m., forgot to record, crashed, and I woke up about 20 minutes ago. Took a shower. But I will say something, I am fucking hungry. I'm so hungry. Like, it hurts. And you might be saying, like, the thing is, it's my first day, and usually my daily caloric intake is like 3,000 calories, because I also go to the gym. I'm a pretty big guy, you know. Okay, so now, probably so I'm dying right now. About 7:30 p.m., I'm about to go meet up with my friend, Faris and Samar, and we're gonna go break iftar there. So that's, for everyone who doesn't know what that is, it's basically when you get to break your fast, and I am looking so forward to it. It's not even about just eating. We're also gonna talk. I have a list of questions prepared, general questions, for my friend, and I want to pick his brain. I want to see what he says. So yeah, I'll skip to then. Like a cool ass cut. Whoosh! Can you get that shit going? Don't leave this in, please. Don't make that cut. Like, it moves. That shit moves with my hand.
This camera can't even see you, bro.
It's not supposed to. It's supposed to be close up on him when he's talking. This is like an interview type thing. Oh, good point.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
All right, this is my friend Faris. Faris, you wanna introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm an Islamic studies student. I'm a Quran study student. I study the Quran. Comparative religion. I'm not a scholar. I don't claim to be anything. I'm just a student of knowledge. Got my books of reference in front of me, classical books.
Yeah.
I'm just here to just have a discussion, right? I'm not giving Islamic rulings, fatwas, none of that. It's a simple conversation. That's all.
Yeah, it's a bit of an interview style thing. This is more for any of the non-Muslims out there to provide more insight. Let's start off with the fundamentals. What is the purpose of Ramadan? Why do billions of people across the world fast for a month straight? No water, no food. What's the...
Ramadan, it says in the Quran. It says in the Quran that in chapter number 2, verse number 183, it says that all you who believed, fasting is decreed upon you as it was being decreed upon the people before you. So you could say that it's not only a thing that Muslims are doing or have done, the Christians have done it and the Jews have done it.
So it is a tradition that is almost universal.
You could say it's from the start of humanity. It's one of the things that God has prescribed since Prophet Adam.
And you say it's a symbol for sacrifice, right? Physical sacrifice.
Physical
Being able to abstain from...
Yes.
Right.
Yes, you could say, and one of the things that fasting, it's wisdom's behind fasting is to attain a sort of, it's called taqwa in Arabic.
You mind explaining what that is? For
Taqwa, it's hard to explain it, but it's more of like your connection with God increases. You know what I mean? Because you're abstaining, you're staying away from food and water. It's like an indication that if you stay away from food and water, then you have that ability to stay away from bad desires.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. It makes sense that you bring evidence.
Books are from Dr. Zakir Naik, you know, the legend, and Ibn Taymiyyah, classical scholars.
Now, we're gonna go to the main questions, or the most important questions. What do you think about eternal damnation for non-believers?
Eternal damnation for non-believers.
Yeah. Because I know that this topic can be this idea of it can be a little bit touchy, especially from the outside world. I've definitely seen some pretty heavy stances on it, but I'd like to know your opinion. What do you think about it?
This answer, like, I've had this conversation with him before.
Yeah, but I kind of just want to reiterate it on camera because he had a really good response. He had a really good...
I've learned more.
Sure. So in your developed perspective, what would you say?
Still developing, because, you know, I'm a student of knowledge. So, look, where people go, hell or heaven, it's not up to me. It's up to God.
Sure.
Right? Like, I attain to seek paradise. And, you know, it says in the Quran that those who seek to see the face of Allah will end up seeing it. So I cannot tell myself that I want to, like, oh, I'm Muslim, but I have a fear that I'm going to go hell. It's like, it doesn't really work, because you have to have that trust in God, and why are you really a Muslim? So my whole goal as a Muslim is to attain paradise.
Yeah.
There is something called life after death.
Sure.
But eternal damnation is very interesting. It's what has landed you there. It's like one of the questions you can ask.
The idea that can cover the most. And you know what, Samar, keep that in. The reason why he's not going in depth, or maybe he's skipping over some details, is because for the purpose of just trying to keep the video short, even though a video like this shouldn't be short. That's my thing. But anyway, we'll move on to the next question.
Morally, I'm actually against this idea, by the way.
You're morally against the idea of eternal
I'm against this idea of
listen,
yeah.
we're definitely gonna pick that up another day. You comment, like, share this if you really want to hear why a Muslim is against the idea of eternal damnation.
No.
Because that's a new one.
No, I'm not against the idea of eternal damnation. That's what I said.
You're morally against it.
No, I'm morally against short form exchange. That's what I said.
You know, just cut it at that. Samar, just cut at that. He's morally against eternal damnation. Leave it at that. That's a huge cliffhanger. Huge cliffhanger. This one's a bit more personal. Do you mind sharing some of your personal journey about regarding your faith, and whether you've faced any doubts, maybe self-reflection? Nope. That's a horrible way of phrasing the question. But continue.
Yep. So obviously I wasn't like born practicing straight away, you know. Like also you could say I only followed because my parents were Muslim. So during about 2 years ago, I came to the conclusion that Islam was the truth. But in order to come to that conclusion, you need to do a lot of, you could say, deep diving, and gotta like contemplate. I think it's really important. I think you gotta take time off distractions. To really sit by yourself and like think about everything. Why are you here? What is your purpose? And the most important one is those two questions. Why am I here? What is my purpose?
So, what would you say to all those out there, non-Muslim or Muslim, who are struggling with their faith? What is something? Obviously, you can't solve everyone's self-doubt. That's impossible. You can't adhere to everyone's self-doubt. But what is something that has helped you personally?
Yeah, like I said, help me is to
answer these big questions.
You have to really take time for yourself and like basically soul searching, bro.
Soul searching.
Basically,
okay. Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Find your purpose, and once you answer those two questions, then you can start bringing the other questions. The other questions in is like, what is my belief? Why do I follow, example, idol worship? Why am I Hindu? Why am I Christian? Why am I Jew? For example, and tackle those beliefs. Am I a blind follower? Do I have logic and reasoning behind why I follow these things? Does God really exist? To sum it all up, basically, just soul search and answer the most critical thinking questions. Okay. Because Islam, and number one, why I'm Muslim is because Islam is the intelligent religion. It makes you think. Everybody, everyone should start their journey. Young, old, it's never too late.
Okay. Thank you, Faris. That was some really insightful response. But the thing is, if you guys want to see a more in-depth discussion between me and Faris and some of my personal journey with Christianity, please leave a comment that you want to see it, because we could go on for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. But
I think we should just do it anyways.
We should do it anyways, but comment. Yeah. All right. That's probably it.
Where are we going?
All right, guys. On a serious note, let's check the time. It's 1 minute past when I was supposed to break iftari, and let's do it.
So, how does that feel? How does that feel? Like I think it's been what, probably
that
like
is a really
16-hour flight. Flight.
That was really good. Yeah, chocolate?
It might be chocolate, but I don't know.
That's chocolate. There's chocolate in the date.
Yeah, well, it's a chocolate covered date.
So
it's time to pray. Like the name of the prayer is now. Like the name of the prayer is
Juma. We're gonna go pray now, guys. So I'll see you on the next one, and we're gonna that was so unnecessary, wasn't it? All right, guys. Now, because we've missed the
congregation prayer in the mosque.
We've missed the congregation prayer in the mosque. The ideal time to
praying with everyone. Yep.
Praying with everyone. So we're just gonna probably sit up here and we're gonna pray there.
Most of prayer, you have to make ablution.
Yeah.
Is that what that's yes.
Yes.
So the way you do that, the first thing you have to wash your hands 3 times.
3 times, and then
3 times
up to the elbows, correct?
First, do what I say, please.
Just fast forward this. Just fast forward.
3. Okay, now you have to put like some water in your mouth 3 times. And you have to like clean your mouth. And you can't drink it. No, just put the water in your mouth, and then you spit it out. Okay. One more time. And now you have to put some water in your nose 3 times as well. Yep. Now you wash your face 3 times. Clean your arms 3 times as well. Clean like your ears and your neck. Get some water and just like, just put it on your foot just like that. Yep, that's fine. And another one.
Well, that was about 48 hours, I think. No, around 36 hours, no food.
What?
It's been around 36 hours, right? Because last time I ate was yesterday. 2 a.m., right?
Yeah.
It's not 36 hours.
36 hours, that's...
The fast is around
Sorry.
14 and a half hours, bro.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's been around 14 and a half
Yeah, it's
hours.
been
I don't know what I'm
14
saying.
hours. Okay.
Okay, well, the experience has been definitely new. It's the first time I've ever partook in Ramadan. I fasted before, but this was a bit different, especially doing it with Muslims. But I would encourage people to try it, as long as you're approaching it in a respectful manner and you're doing it just to explore the religion and it's something that you have a genuine interest in. Otherwise, you shouldn't mock it, you shouldn't do it just for the purpose of trying to do something that you know that you don't actually mean.
Yep.
And that's what I was trying to do. Explore this journey because all my friends are Islamic, so yeah, I think it was a pretty good experience.
And then now it's time to eat, right?
Alright guys, probably the best part of the day, right? Definitely for a Muslim. I'm gonna go in with this greasy, cheesy slice of pizza. Oh dude, this is gonna be... That was worth it.